Product universe here. A nasty congresswoman speaks over Kristi Noem. What happens next is unbelievable.
So, Secretary, let me ask you, do you believe the administration has the authority to subvert appropriations law to freeze and terminate congressional funding?
The administration and the Department of Homeland Security used our authorities that we have to evaluate every grant that was in front of us and meet statutory requirements, but also to make sure that they were being spent appropriate.
So, of course, the president is within his authorities.
Make sure
Ma'am, this is my time. Thank you so much. Of course, the president's within his authorities to drive policy decisions within the bounds of federal law and the Constitution, but that's not what you've been doing. What I'm asking is whether you believe you have the authority to ignore appropriations law. Do you believe that the Constitution gives the executive branch unilateral authority to withhold funds appropriated by the legislative branch?
We have evaluated grants to make sure if they're being spent appropriately, and work that is underway and was authorized has continued. Other grants that have not been started and have not been authorized or obligated, we have reevaluated. And I think you're talking specifically about grants potentially within FEMA that were non-disaster related grants.
I'm talking broadly, ma'am, and Article 2 does not give the executive the authority to withhold funds, period. And multiple courts have weighed in to agree. Multiple courts have ruled in agreement. Congress controls the power of the purse. That is a fact. That's not a question. That is a fact. And so if the president disagrees with certain spending, Congress passed the Impoundment Act to create a legal process to seek rescissions, and we expect him to follow the law. This administration is not just ignoring the constitutional power of the people's elected representatives. It is also violating the fundamental right of individuals. Do you believe that the Constitution grants everyone in our country the right to due process, including non-citizens?
The administration has the authority to.
Ma'am, I'm looking for a yes or no question. Yes or no. Do you believe the Constitution? Yes, ma'am. Do you,
we have not conducted in
claiming my time, Mr. Chairman?
Time is yours.
Okay. Secretary Noem, I'm just looking for a yes or no here. Do you believe the Constitution guarantees due process to everyone in America?
Due process is exactly what this Congress lays out.
Yes or no? Okay, ma'am, I'll take that as a no.
On due process
excuse me, I'm trying to ascertain your understanding of the law as it applies to your department, and you as its leader should be able to give us a yes or no answer, because judge after judge has ruled that the law is not being followed. Do you believe that the U.S. government has the authority to deport American citizens?
No, and we are not deporting U.S. citizens.
I'm so happy to hear that you do not believe that the law gives you that authority, because the federal government has no authority under U.S. laws to deport any American citizen. And as I know, everyone viewing this hearing today knows that several American citizens have been deported to date.
That is not
Secretary
true.
Noem, that was not a question.
It was crazy how that congresswoman kept speaking over Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem. This is another example of how Democratic congresspeople handle witnesses during a congressional hearing. This is a tried and true strategy and playbook from shady congressmen and women that has been used for years. A strategy of asking a pointed question and then not allowing the witness to fully answer said question. As while the witness is mid-response, the congressman or woman starts speaking over the witness, cutting the witness off from speaking. Then the congressman or woman, a woman in this case scenario, acts like the witness didn't want to answer the question. I'm not a fan of this line of questioning one bit. It is totally nasty and despicable. If you ask someone a question, you should give them enough time to deliver a thoughtful answer. You should not cut them off mid-answer with blibber-blabber nonsense about them not answering the question because you didn't allow them to fully answer the question. Kristi Noem did a great job keeping her cool and not crashing out on this congresswoman who kept rudely interrupting Kristi so that she could push her political philosophy onto her and the American people. This line of questioning should be banned in Congress as it doesn't provide any new information. It is just plain rude and totally nasty. But that's just my 2 cents, and you're entitled to your 2 cents. If you want, share your opinion in the comments below, as all viewpoints are welcome. If you enjoyed this informational, educational video, then give the video a like and turn on my channel notifications. so that you'll be notified the next time I release a new video. Thanks for watching. God bless you, and God bless America. Click on the videos on the screen to continue watching my content.